The elections were a blow to dynastic politics, to the idea that you run for office because you have a famous last name. Your husband or your father or your mother was in political office before you. Of the 6 U.S. senators who were defeated seeking re-election in the Tuesday election, 4 of them were elected in the first place because largely of their famous last names. Mark Pryor's father, David, was the governor and senator from Arkansas. Marie Landrieu's father, Moon Landrieu, was a legendary mayor of New Orleans. In Alaska, Mark Begish's father was the congressman for the entire state. And of course, Mark Udall's father in Colorado, Morris Udall from Arizona, was JFK's first Secretary of the Interior and really started the politics behind much of the current environmental movement. And this is a very serious issue, obviously, for Hillary, because she's running for president, in part based on her last name. Hillary's entire career has been based on that. She was hired by the Rose Law Firm when her husband was elected Attorney General. She made partner when he got elected governor. She became a national name when he got elected to the presidency. She won the primary and the nomination for Senate in New York State, a deeply blue state she had no political ties to because her husband was president. Now, when the Clintons campaigned all over the place, you could sense this year how dynastic politics was over. People came out to see them. They were curious. They generated good crowds. People wanted to see what was up, what the deal was. And then Hillary really, really underperformed. Virtually all the candidates she campaigned for lost. She went to Iowa twice to try to stop a woman from getting elected, and they were beaten by 8 points. She went to Massachusetts twice to help Martha Coakley get elected governor, and Coakley lost. They campaigned in a whole variety of states, Colorado and Arkansas, Louisiana. Bill went to Arkansas 5 times, and Mark Pryor, his candidate, lost by 15 points. So I think that voters are increasingly looking through dynastic politics and understanding what a fraud it really is, much the same way that the people in England and France realized that maybe Louis XV isn't all that Louis XIV was, or George III wasn't as good as George II. But in the United States, what it's about is that we take the qualifications that impelled us to be attracted to the name to begin with. We assume that they're being given to the heir, but then when we get to know the heir, we realize that they're not. We assume that the traits of being friendly and folksy and getting along with everyone that were part of Bill Clinton's persona are part of Hillary's, and they're manifestly not. We assume Bill's ability to reach across party lines and get a Republican Congress to pass his agenda would be carried over by Hillary, but one look at Hillary and you know that that's not the case. We thought that Bill's wisdom in handling the economy, generating over 20 million jobs and balancing the budget, is a precursor of what Hillary might be like. But the more we get to know her, the more we see she's just a clone of Obama's left-wing policies. So increasingly, dynastic politics is backfiring in the United States, and it couldn't happen at a better time. Thanks for watching.